Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Guys, let me just tell you, if you're watching this video right now, you're obviously a NECA collector and a horror fan. And we are some spoiled babies. Why? Let's check it out. I mean, wow, this is the second quarter scale release from NECA in just a couple weeks. The last one, I just did a video on it, was Michael Myers from the 2018 Halloween film. And now we get Pennywise from It 2017, and just in time because It Chapter 2 was just released this weekend. So once again, these are just incredible. Look at the box art on the side here. So you got that great product shot of Pennywise, and then right there, a super creepy look of Pennywise here. And then on the back, let me see if I can get it a little bit better. Let me tilt up. Check that out. These quarter scale figures are always so hard to get. Very cool. And let me tilt down so we can see what it says on the bottom there. So you guys can feel free to pause the video and read that if you want. And also, I love the front of this box here. We have the It logo with Georgie right there with the balloon. That's classic. Oh yeah, and we have, even the top has some nice graphics. The It logo with the red balloon. But that's enough of this box. Let's take them out. Okay, just as expected, I feel like I have to take a nap every time I take one of these quarter scale guys out of this box. Their packaging is ridiculous with these heavy duty wires that are unnecessary, but let's get to Pennywise. Check them out. So let me tilt up the camera a little bit and bring them a little forward so you guys can get a nice look of how incredible this 18-inch quarter scale Pennywise is. So look at this. So if you guys are a fan of the new Pennywise and you have that the ultimate Pennywise from the 2017 It film, he's gonna look very familiar. It looks like it's the same mold, the same body, just blown up into a quarter scale size. And back up to his head, and then let's flip him around. See what I'm saying? That same awesome looking sculpted lace in the back there. Check that out. That looks incredible. And I'm gonna go over the detail and everything on this guy once I give you a nice close-up shot of everything. And very cool. So of course, with most quarter scale figures, they can achieve a lot better detailing basically all around, but especially in the face. Check out the movie accurate sculpt on this guy. I mean, this is nightmare-inducing, just like that little 7-inch guy, but man, is he perfect when you get a close-up look at his head. Check out the detail right there on his forehead. Those little wrinkles there, that looks fantastic. Looks like he's staring right into your soul with those eyes. And the paint job is spot on. Let's go down. I never know, I keep wanting to look this up, but I'm not really sure what this is called, that little frilly thing around his neck. But that is soft right here, just like on his little baby 7-inch counterpart. Everything else seems to be hard molded. Even these little puffs right here, but those look great. Look at the detail there. Even those little puffs look great. These little puffy shorts he has right here. These are, of course, very soft. You can see I can kind of push him in and play around with it. These are a little soft here. These little puffy things right around his wrists. And check out those little bells that they have around his wrists there. That looks great. You guys can see that. Those look great. Those are painted perfectly. They're like a dark maroon and white color ball on a string. Same deal down there. We have the little string and the red and white ball things, whatever they are. And more soft molded rubber, plastic, whatever this is, right around his ankles. Everything down here on his feet, which look great. Look at these boots. I love the paint job that they achieved on these boots here. The little red puff, and it goes all the way up. You can see right there, up until about right there, right above, I don't know, about midway through his ankle up here. See that cool little design on the back of his shoes? Awesome. And do we have the little peg holes on the bottom of his feet? Yes, we do, which I really appreciate, because usually these quarter scale guys, you could stand up pretty easy, but Pennywise, because he has these long, pretty thin feet, they're not wide, he's always a challenge to stand up. I mean, I have him right now pretty well balanced, so I don't need any kind of help with those peg holes, but it's still appreciated that they gave us those. Now let's talk about the paint job on this quarter scale Pennywise. You can see it's a pretty shiny metallic color, and it looks great, especially mixed with this off-white here and the dark red burgundy color puffs. These little red and white stripes that are everywhere around his belt. I talked about the ones around his wrist here and the white around his gloves, which looks great. I love the color palette that this Pennywise has. I've always liked him since the first time I saw him. I was like, this is very cool. Such a big departure from the Tim Curry Pennywise that we saw from the miniseries, because he was way more colorful, and then they come out with this, you know, muted down silver, off-white, and red color, which I absolutely love it. And talking about these red and white stripe things around his whole body, you can see it goes right around his shoulders. That looks great. Around these little puffy things around his sleeves here by his, right around his elbows. Or right above his elbows, sorry. On both sides, right there. And of course, on his wrists, around his belt, and then right around his calves here. So I really like what they did. Of course, everything is painted great. I really love that. It's something I really didn't notice a lot on the smaller guy. That's what I was saying about the detail on these quarter scale. There's just more detail that you notice just because they're bigger and way more pronounced. Now the paint job on his gloves here, just white. There's no dark colors at all. There's no off-white or anything. It's just a pure white, as you can see there. And then the sculpt job, you can see what I'm talking about here. Look at this. This looks amazing. All this detail in the sculpt around all this puffy. This is all hard too. This is all hard molded. Looks like you can just walk up to him and just start squeezing it, but you can't. And then onto the back here, I mentioned this before with the laces that go all the way down. And then you can see the nice vertical stripes that they have here. This is great. Check out the detail, and they really achieve a nice level of detail. Looks like wrinkles right here where you would sit down with these puffy shorts. Look at all these wrinkles here. That looks great. All the way down. All right, guys, so now let's talk about the articulation. All right, so articulation. So let's start with the head and see what kind of movement we can get out of his head here. So not much looking up, as you can see. So we have this type of motion up and down. Not the greatest range, but it's there. Let's see what kind of head tilt we have. And that's actually really great. Oh, check out that look. Love it. And then let's do the Exorcist style of head spinning all the way around. And yeah, let's do that. Awesome. Now let's move on to the shoulders here. And of course, with this type of sculpt here, it's kind of limiting our range of motion in his shoulders. So that's about as much as I can extend out horizontal right there. And then we have a nice swivel. We can spin that all the way around. Now let's talk about his elbows here. Just like his 7-inch Ultimate figure, it is a double jointed elbow. So let's see. There we go. Get a nice bend out of his elbow. You can see the double joints right there. Cool. And then right there, right above his elbow, we have a nice swivel point. You can swivel that all the way around. Cool. And then right here on his forearm, the same deal on both sides. So let's talk about his wrists. So right here we have a nice little hinge in his wrists, and as always we can spin his hands all the way around, and that's going to be for for both sides. We do have a nice ball joint right here in his upper waist. Kind of midway through his torso. I wouldn't say it's exactly an upper torso ball joint. It's kind of a mid. So we do have a nice rocker motion forward and back. And then we can spin this usually all the way around, which is pretty creepy. Bam. So let's talk about his legs here. So usually we have a ratcheted, leg here. So that's pretty cool. And once again, his design is limiting our range of motion here. So that's what kind of a split we can get out of him this way. And then let's see what we can get the other way. That fares a little bit better. And let's put it back. You get a nice look at the mechanism in there. That's making it ratchet right there. Weird. So his knees here, you can see it is double jointed. So let's see what kind of motion we can get out of that. That's great. Almost a complete bend in both of his knees here. Can we spin these all the way around? Let's see. Not the top one. Yeah, we can spin the bottom one all the way around, but I'm not gonna force that top one at all. It's pretty stiff. Let's see his feet. So we have this right here is upper ankle. You can't spin all the way around. So we just have that nice rocker right here in his foot. So check that out. It's a pretty nice motion here. We can spin it all the way around. No, it's kind of weird, the hinge in here. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So you can see the hinge here. Come on, focus. See what I'm talking about? It kind of bends in a weird way, and then it kind of bends at the side there. Check that out. Come on, focus. You can see that? Bends at an angle. But we can't spin his feet all the way around. But looking down, not bad. And then looking up, actually, looking up is better than what I've seen in the past. For any figure, that's great. Look at that. All right, guys, let's talk about his accessories. All right, so sadly, once again, he doesn't come with many accessories. It's just basically this gigantic quarter scale balloon, an extra hand to hold it, and that's already attached to this balloon, as you can see here. And it comes with this little slip of paper here, and it just says, pose balloon string as shown. It's already like that, so I'm kind of curious why they gave us this, but I'll keep that with the figure. And let's get a close-up look of this balloon here. It's just a blown up version of his little 7-inch ultimate balloon that we've seen a few times already. And we have a way heavy-duty string, which is a bendy wire. Right there, you can kind of see, there we go, the end of it there. It's kind of coated in some plastic. And then check out the hand. The hand is making that little OK symbol, very tightly holding that, very gingerly holding that string. And then you can see right there, it's kind of a thicker piece. So I'm guessing that's the stopping point, but it does move. That would be, because there's so much weight to this balloon here, that would be to just stop it from sliding down, which is actually a great idea. Let's insert this hand and see what he looks like holding his single red balloon. It took a little bit of time to get this hand in there and get the balloon balanced just right. But I feel like if you bring that top heavy balloon closer to his holding hand, it's a little bit more manageable. But you can see how much room I had to come down. How great does that look? Pennywise holding his balloon in quarter scale. That is sick. All right, and lastly here I have Pennywise 7-inch Ultimate from the 2017 It movie here. So here's the quarter scale. And we have a little baby 7-incher. Let's see. The color difference is amazing, because he's just more muted gray on the Ultimate, and he's a lot more shiny silver, a lot more metallic silver face difference. So let's see if we can get a nice close up there. Even the forehead, you can see the detail difference in the forehead. Check that out. Incredible. Talking about those white gloves here on the quarter scale, you can see he has gray gloves, which I never really noticed until right now. I'm sure I talked about it when I reviewed this a few months back. I just didn't remember. Just looks so much cooler with those white gloves on. Awesome. Once again, a Honey, I Blew Up the Kids from the Ultimate to the quarter scale. It's just amazing the size differences here. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. What? You're not used to that yet? What do you guys think of the brand new quarter scale Pennywise from the 2017 It film? I just said that the brand new quarter scale Michael Myers from the Halloween 2018 film was my favorite quarter scale NECA has ever released. And I'm not so sure if that's still true. Based on how cool this Pennywise is, I think he's taking the top spot for me. Everything from the sculpt, the detail, the paint job, the look, expression on his face, the paint job in the eyeballs here. But let me know in the comments below what you guys think of him if you're gonna pick one up. I will leave a link below to where I got him from, Big Bad Toy Store. So if you guys do wanna pick him up, make sure you go visit that link. It's not an affiliate link. I don't get paid or anything. I'm just trying to hook you guys up. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please give me that thumbs up. Please subscribe and go!